All right.
Silence.
Inside, Dr. Wheatcroft finds the right one and draws out a metal tray with her corpse seated on top of it. Shaughnessy saunters over towards it, and Dr. Wheatcroft begins to unzip like the white covering that's over it, and then but he doesn't draw it back just yet. As he does, he turns to the two of you and he says, it's confronting how he died. We're still working on the autopsy, but and then he pulls it away. The body of Professor Leiter is laid out before you, naked except for a small towel to protect some of his modesty. There is a large like the T incision across his chest and down the front where they're beginning a full autopsy, but it's been re-sewn back up, at least for the moment, and stitched. His face is twisted into a visage of horror, as if he's terrified and died screaming. His sort of like the lips are contorted up and almost locked in place. His teeth have gritted down so hard that it actually looks like they've almost begun to sort of like crack and shift where, like, you know, dental work has come undone. And the lines under his eyes are screwed up aggressively. But it's his eyes that are the most jarring thing. They look as though they've boiled and sort of like cauliflowered up and out, curdling into black crust, where they bulge out past the lids and begin to leak down the sides. It's no longer oozing, but it clearly was at some point. Can you give me a sanity roll, please?
Okay.
I think we just found out what that black shit on the carpet was.
What a vivid description.
It was eyeballs. Ooh.
All right, you're gonna take a D4 of sanity loss.
A D4.
As you see your colleague in something that is, it's bad. This is also, I mean, this isn't a heart attack. You've got some first aid. It may have been the cause, but there's way more going on here. Wheatcroft kind of shifts a little bit and he's trying not to draw attention to it. Shaughnessy looks over at it and goes, huh. Well, he's dead. So that much was right.
And doctor, this is not consistent with a heart attack?
There's some underlying issues, perhaps, but
yeah.
Listen, we're confident it was a heart attack. We're looking closer and we're gonna continue, but the maybe in a pre-existing condition that escalated. He probably does. He's more competent with medical than I am. He probably hits you with some jargon of stuff that sounds, you know, like it was a parasite that it was triggered by, you know, like there's a very like a kind of a thread there for how it might be explained, but your vibe is he doesn't understand what caused it. A heart attack probably was involved in some way, but he doesn't get this, and he's a little bit unnerved by it.
Well, look, the thing I can see, it reminds me of something I saw in his office. You know, there is kind of like a burning kind of melting action that happened to the full-length mirror in his office, right about head height. So that's right where this kind of burning melting sensation has kind of happened around his eyes. There was maybe some kind of implement or some kind of accident of a piece of a machinery or equipment could have happened at face height that shocked him. That's I don't know if that helps at all. I just thought I'd let you know.
Well, I mean, I don't know any equipment that could have easily done this, but if that explains it, then I'm certain that that's probably relevant. He stops.
It doesn't explain it per se, perhaps corroborates in some small way. I don't know.
Well, it just so long as the paperwork stands up, and the dean was pretty explicit, we don't want to be drawing too much attention to this, so heart attack it is. He stops talking suddenly, and you can see him looking around the room. Did you hear that?
I hear what?
Can you make a listen check?
Oh, I don't like that.
In a morgue, that's not fun.
That's
Yeah, I did hear that.
Extreme success.
Extreme
I
success.
heard everything.
You hear, just for like a moment, like a tiny whine that you can't place where it's coming from until you sort of twist your head round and you're almost certain it's coming from the body just in front of you. And then
I'd like to lean over and zip it up.
you just begin to cover it over.
Very slowly.
As you do it, Shaughnessy, who didn't seem to hear anything, goes, "No? You might be going mad down here, Doc. I mean, it's a weird spot, but, well, your man's dead," and he claps you on the shoulder enough that you stumble forward a little bit and touch the body, just enough to kind of feel the coldness of it, and then back and keep the zip back up. Wheatcroft shakes his head and goes, "Nothing then," and goes to start sliding the thing back and away. Shaughnessy says, "Well, I guess that's done. Now all that remains is the debt."
Yeah, well, like I said, if you want to leave your contact details where I can reach you, I'm happy to. Once the estate's all settled, I'll let you know.
Listen,
what we can do.
I think you've done everything you can for us, brother. We'll have a look around the estate, and I understand he has a girlfriend or something. Maybe she knows where the money got to, huh? You have a good day. And he begins to head out and up towards the car.